Hello, wrestling fans! This is Sean's View Entertainment, the most dedicated and prolific WWE news source on the web. Subscribe now for hourly WWE breaking news, hard-hitting rumors, and more. And don't forget to smash that bell for notifications, comment, and share. Are you a true wrestling fanatic? Become a channel member right now to show your support and send us super thanks in the comment section today.
The PG era isn't just dying, it is being executed on live television. Remember to hype up the video, so crucial to hype up the video. Become a channel member today. We have heard the rumors. We have seen the TKO stock fluctuations. We know that Netflix wants a product that is edgier, bloodier, and more dangerous, but nobody knew just how they were going to do that until now, viewers. Until now, because like Dolph Ziggler's song says, you better go check the score again. You got to call it a perfect 10, because what I am about to read to you is the most shocking creative pitch in the history of this industry. This is the angle that kills World Wrestling Entertainment and resurrects the World Wrestling Federation. This is the night that the F comes back for 2026. Do you want to see the return of WWF? It used to be WWF, remember? Then they used to tell us, well, get the F out because now it's WWE. But for that old school fan, for that nostalgia, it is going to be a hell of a return for World Wrestling Federation. Picture this. We are just several weeks away from January 2026. The first episode of Raw on Netflix has concluded. But we all know it's going to be a year. Actually, Raw is going to be a year on Netflix next year. It's going to be a full year that Raw has been a part of Netflix, if you can believe that. Ratings are steady, but the internet is complaining. They say it's still the same show. It's still too safe. It's still sports entertainment. Now, the game Triple H, he knows this. He knows that to survive in the streaming era, you cannot be a variety show. You have to be a combat sport. You have to compete, and you have to be up against the likes of the UFC, the MMA, boxing. So the dirt sheets start leaking a rumor on a Monday morning. The rumor is simple. Tonight, the WWE ceases to exist. And at that moment, you're like, what? What's happening? How could it cease to exist? We go on air at 8 p.m. Eastern, but there is no intro video, no then, now, forever, just a black screen. For 30 uncomfortable seconds, silence. Then a single spotlight hits the center of the ring. Standing there is the game Triple H, Paul Levesque. No music, no water spit, no sprout. He is wearing a suit, but the tie is loosened. He looks tired, but he also looks serious. Now, again, there's been a lot of negativity on Triple H. There's been a lot of hostility on Triple H. There's been a lot of booing about Triple H. There has been a lot of problems plaguing the Triple H era right now. He raises the microphone, does the game Triple H. The crowd is confused. They aren't cheering yet. They don't know what we're expecting. They don't know what we're getting. They don't know what's going to be said. He says, for 40 years, we have told you stories. We have created superheroes. We created villains. We built a global empire on one word, entertainment. He pauses and he looks at the WrestleMania sign that will be hanging in the rafters that hangs every single year that they always go like this to, right? They always do the little sign, the little point like that, right? Always wanted to do that, guys. Always wanted to do that. But somewhere along the way, we lost our teeth. We became so obsessed with being safe for advertisers, so obsessed with being palatable for shareholders, that we forgot what brought us to the dance. We forgot the sweat. We forgot the blood. We forgot the fight. Suddenly, the Titantron flickers. The WWE logo on the giant LED screen starts to glitch. It's static. White noise, viewers. Kind of like Sheamus. White noise, right? Triple H continues, his voice rising. I looked in the mirror this morning, and I didn't see an entertainer. I saw a survivor. And I looked at that locker room, and I didn't see actors. I saw wrestlers. At this moment, guys, when this happens, the music hits. But it's not a wrestler's theme. It's the generic corporate hold music you hear on a business call. Out walks a man in a gray suit. Let's call him the network executive. Maybe it's a character played by a frantic Nick Khan type or a generic Netflix representative. He has a headset on. He is screaming at the production truck to cut the feed. He slides into the ring. Paul, cut the mic. We are live. The sponsors are watching. You cannot say wrestler on air. It's branding suicide. Triple H then just stares at him. Paul, cut the mic. We are live. The sponsors are watching. Again, Triple H is just staring at him. The crowd starts to boo. The heat is absolutely nuclear. The suit represents everything the fans hate. He represents PG. He represents the universe. The suit gets in Triple H's face. We are an entertainment company, Paul. We make movies. We make toys. We do not promote violence. Triple H smiles, a cold, cerebral assassin smile. He says, you're right. WWE makes toys. Triple H kicks him in the gut, and then bam, he hits a pedigree on the suit. The crowd absolutely erupts at this. It's the loudest pop since Austin in 98. The suit is laid out cold in the middle of the ring. Triple H stands over him. He unbuttons his jacket and throws it into the crowd. Underneath, he is wearing a black t-shirt, but his back is to the camera. He turns around, and on the chest of the t-shirt, it's jagged, it's silver, metallic font, the scratch logo, the WWF, not the WWE. But it's modernized, it's sharp, it's dangerous, it's hip. He grabs the mic one last time. The entertainment is over. The Federation begins now. Suddenly, the arena plunges into darkness. The pyro goes off. Not the safe, quiet fireworks that we have now. The loud, concussive explosives on the stage. The lights come back up. The LED board that said Raw and WWE are gone. History. They have been replaced by digital graphics that look like concrete and steel. The ring apron, which was clean corporate with white LED board, shuts off. It is now just black canvas. The ropes are changed from white to real rope, red, white, and blue, taped up like the old days. Now the locker room empties out, but they aren't walking to their theme music. They are marching. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker, Gunther. They surround the ring. They look at Triple H, and they look at the unconscious executives on the mat. Cody Rhodes slides in. He is holding the undisputed WWE title, the big logo belt that we have hated for years. He looks at it with disgust. He looks at Triple H. Triple H reaches into a velvet bag held by a ringside attendant. He pulls out a new title. It's not a toy. It's gold. It's heavy. It's a modernized version of the Winged Eagle, but with the new jagged WWF logo in the corner. Cody drops the WWE belt on the executive's body, and he takes the Winged Eagle, and he raises it up. Commentary comes back on, but it's not Michael Cole using corporate speech. No. It's raw audio. Triple H announces the new rule of the Federation era. No scripted promos. If you can't talk, you don't eat. No 50-50 booking. There are winners and there are losers. The superstars are dead. The wrestlers are here in the World Wrestling Federation, in the WWF. Now the show ends with a massive brawl. Not a polite get separated by security brawl. A clearing of the ring. Bodies flying over the top rope. The announcer's table getting destroyed. Not set up for a spot, but legitimately crushed. The camera finds Triple H on the ramp, watching the chaos that he has created. He looks into the lens. Get the F in. Instead of get the F out, right? Fade to black. The copyright logo comes up. 2026. World Wrestling Federation. Can you imagine the numbers that would do? Can you imagine the social media meltdown if they actually pulled the trigger on this story, this rumor, this gossip that is going online right now? It solves every problem they have. It separates them from the Vince McMahon allegations instantly by killing the WWE brand he built. It leans into the Netflix freedom, and it gives the fans one big thing. The one thing that we have begged for since 2002, and that is the WWF return. But the question is, does the WWE have the guts to do it? Let me know in the comment section. If Triple H brought back the WWF, would you subscribe to Netflix just to see it? Would you tune in? Would you be a fan? Would you be like, unbelievable? I cannot believe what we're witnessing. I cannot believe what we are getting. We are witnessing it right before our very eyes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hype up the video, become a channel member, donate below with a super thanks donation. And hit that bell next to the subscribe button, because if this news breaks for real, if this news does break for real, you are going to hear it first right here on the Brash and the Brazen, where I will never be mistaken or overtaken, because I am here for the viewers, the fans, subscribers, right, wrong, or indifferent. All right? I am the unapologetic Sean's View Entertainment. And is this how you would have the WWF come back? And do you even remember the WWF? Or are you just a WWE guy? Do you just remember the WWE from 2002 to 2025? Is 2026 going to look drastically different for the WWE? Will it be coined the WWF once again, viewers? Are we on the verge of an historic announcement? And who should make the announcement and who should make this happen? Will it be Linda McMahon? Maybe a returning Shane McMahon. Maybe good old Shane O'Mac from the mean streets of Greenwich. Maybe he'll be with the Mean Street Posse. Or maybe, just maybe, it will be Vince McMahon himself. Either way, the layout, the orchestration, the legislation, the rules are about to change, viewers. And what you thought you knew is going to be changed dramatically, very possibly very soon. You never know. As they say, and I've always went by the old adage, the old word, the old line, anything can happen in the WWF. And that line has never been any more truer than it is right now, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Anything can happen. Never say never, okay? You can never say never in the professional wrestling business. Because if you're alive and your heart's beating, it could happen. It could go down. There may be a lot of ifs and what could and what may. But out of any rumor or any gossip or any speculation or any hearsay that you have heard over the last several months, this may be that one big story. This may be that one big rumor that you hope happens, that you hope comes true. Because it would inject the WWF with a lethal dose of poison. Remember that? Remember when Vince McMahon wanted to kill his own creation? He wanted to kill it. He wanted to stab it. He wanted to make sure that it never existed ever again. But oh boy, up from the ashes it comes again. While the NWO may have killed the WWF still would serve a purpose. And the purpose would be just that, viewers, just that. But here on Sean View, we go extended. We go bonus. We go even more coverage. Because it's all about the coverage. WWE apparently is using multiple wrestlers to confuse fans about the masked man's identity. You know the mystery masked man that showed up at Survivor Series and then he showed up on Monday Night Raw last night? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the masked man could be multiple different personalities. One week it could be this guy. Another week it could be this guy. Maybe it'd be 1 week he's a woman's wrestler. Maybe the next week he's a diva. Maybe 1 week he's a fan. Maybe the next week he's Michael Cole. Maybe the next week he's a referee. I mean, you don't know. And when it's unveiled and when it's exposed and when it's leaked, the masked man, we have heard a lot of theories as to who it could be. We've heard a lot of rhetoric. We've had a lot of guesswork as to who the masked man really is, who's behind the mask. Is it Jim Carrey from The Mask? Is it Jim Carrey himself? If anybody would know, it would be him. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, this is the show of shows. This is the show where we do it around the clock, and we don't stop for you. Please become a channel member. You see all the time, effort, emotion, dedication, the blood, the sweat, the tears that I put into this each and every day. Why? Because if it weren't for you, there would be no Sean View. There is going to be no AI. There is going to be no edits. There's going to be no redos. We give you the most authentic. We give you the most unapologetic. We give you the most energetic. We give you the most proficient WWE news, rumors, and coverage, speculation, and gossip right here on this very website to the delight of each and every one of you. You guys are the heartbeat of Sean's View Entertainment. And for that, I got 2 words for you. Thank you. Hit my music.